everybody, what's going on? Your host AMF1534 here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Gran Turismo 2. And guess what we get to do? We get to try this little dumpster fire again. I'm so excited. At least I get to have the day off while I get to try to do it, because it'll probably take the rest of my entire day just to try to win this thing. So let's see what happens. Dude, God, give me a race that isn't so annoying for a car like this. Why can't I have just like the straight racetrack where it's just like the big oval? Why can't I have that one? Why do I have to have the one that has all of the stupid turns in it? And we have to do it backwards. Like, why are we having to do everything backwards? Is that the only way that they can mix up things in this relationship right now? Because I'm not particularly enjoying it. I mean, there's got to be a different way than just, you know, throwing the wrench in here saying, hey, I got an idea on how we can make this interesting. Let's just do every race backwards. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here rocking the boat like crazy. We'll be alright, though. Just so long as I can be kind of in the hunt here. Wow, that was a terrible turn. Just as long as I can be in the hunt when I get around like the last few turns, then we should be okay. It's just that's the hard part in itself. Okay. So, dude, I've got a story for you, and I think that at least some of you guys are going to be able to like sympathize with me on this, because I feel like at least some of you have done this before, but I feel so stupid for the way that it happened, because I just feel like a fucking dumbass. God damn it. Why wouldn't that happen already? And it happened in the part that it like shouldn't have, because these turns are, for the most part, easier than the ones that we just dealt with. But let's get to the story. So, yesterday, here I am, you know, getting ready for work. I wake up in the morning, it's fucking frigid outside. Like, my nipples were like 8 feet long. Like, I could have used them to cut pieces of bread to make sandwiches and or toast. I guess toast would have been better since it was cold and it was breakfast time. So I could have done that. Like, that's how cold it was. And I'm not talking like Minnesota cold where it's like below zero, or fucking like Alaskan cold. I'm talking like Oregon cold. Like, for us, cold is a different thing. It's definitely warmer for people that live in those areas. So they're like, oh, you don't even know what cold is. You can't even go out of the fucking 2 feet of snow and snow shoveling and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I understand that, okay? But Oregon cold is different because we're not used to having that level of cold. So our version of cold is different. So it was frozen. Still frozen, so it doesn't mean that it's not cold. It's just fucking cold. And so I go and I get ready and I have to go outside and, you know, turn the car on, realize that everything is frozen. Like, my windshield is totally frozen. I could barely even get the key inside of the door because, again, it was totally frozen. And, oh, get me in there, yes. There we go, that'll help. Just a little bit. Okay, hold on, we'll postpone the story because I have to concentrate. I'm still not going to win this. I think that I kind of ruined it for myself already. Yeah, I'm going to get like 5th place in this. You just can never... Oh, no, you don't. Hey, fuck you. I mean, you can never make mistakes in these races, ever. It's just automatic doom if you do that. We lost to an RT10 again. God damn it. So, back to the story. So I go and I put the key inside the keyhole. I can't even turn the damn thing. Like, it's so frozen in there that it's not even working. And so I have to sit there and, like, you know, jiggle the handle a bunch. And, like, sit there and try to maneuver it around to kind of wear the ice down. And then I finally do it. Finally get the thing open. Turn the car on, you know, blast up the heater a little bit because it's just stupid. And I'm already going to be late for work. I'm like, dude, I got to sit here and wait for this. And so everybody kind of has that reflex just a little bit where as soon as you get like ice or anything on your windshield, you automatically... God, again? God, why do we always have to do this race with this fucking car? Just give me something else. I mean, at least we're doing it the other direction for once, but god, is it just like, are there just like preloaded races for just this car? Like, why can't we do something else? Why can't we do a race that's easier? Why can't we do like the high speed ring or something? It's a way easier race to do with this car, and then I don't have to actually deal with this stupid ass fucking thing. So I think, and again, it's like, it's a reflex. Whenever there's stuff on your windshield, you automatically turn your windshield wipers on, whether you think about it or not. And like, even when you have just like a little bit of ice on your windshield, you automatically try to clear that off. And so I did that. I hit the thing to try to clear some of the ice off, because I figured, it couldn't have been like that thick. And so I did that, and it was a lot thicker than I thought. And so when I hit the windshield thing, it didn't move at all, like, just not at all. And so I was like, huh, that was kind of weird. And so I did it one more time, and as soon as I did that, the windshield wiper on my driver's side just like totally snapped right off. It just totally just broke right off the thing, just landed right on the hood of my car. And I just thought to I just went, well, what the fuck was that? Like, what just happened? It just straight up broke off. And so I was like, well, dude, now I'm gonna have to go out and buy new windshield wipers, which was fine actually, because I needed to do that anyways. Like, the ones that I had, it's not like they were like the greatest ones in the world. Like, they weren't even Rain-X ones. So they were like, I think they were like Trico brand ones or something. And so I was like, well, I mean, that's fine. I mean, I needed to go buy new ones anyways, so I guess this isn't like the worst thing that's ever happened. And it wasn't like raining out or anything, so it's not like I had to deal with that. But the other thing that came into play was, well, hold on just a damn second. Like, what am I supposed to do now? Like, I still have all this ice here, and I obviously can't, like, deal with it now because my windshield wipers aren't even, like, in working order. And then it hit me all of a sudden. No, 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 don't. God, just stay straight for fuck's sakes. And then it hit me, like, not even, like, 30 seconds after this happened. I was like, shit! I have an ice scraper in my trunk. Why didn't I just do that? If I would have scraped all the ice off first, I wouldn't have broke these things off. But then again at the same time, oh no! God damn it! God, we are never going to win this stupid fucking thing. Just never. It will never happen. I can never get through this thing without messing up. Ugh, they're so far ahead of me now. So, yeah, it was stupid. I broke the thing off, then I realized that I had an ice scraper in there, so I ended up scraping the whole thing off, but that's not even the worst part of it yet. So I scrape all the ice and stuff off, but it's still just sitting in a giant pile on my windshield. And again, I didn't even think of the fact that I had like the little sweeping broom attachment thing on that. Hey, phone, shut up. I'm talking right now. And I get back in my car, and for whatever reason, I had like the instinct again, like, well, I better clear all this stuff off of my windshield. And like, I was thinking to myself, well, now that I don't have a wiper on this side, like the little metal thing is kind of like raised up off of that, like it's not actually touching the glass. So I figured, well, I should be able to hit the button and it won't actually like make contact with the glass because it's not like it's risen up a couple inches off that thing. So I figured, why not? I mean, at least we can clear the ice, and I had all the ice set on the other side in hopes that, the other wiper would clear that off for me. And so I hit the button, not really thinking about any part of that. Like, the logic that I had was, like, not even close to what should have been going on there. And I hit the wiper button, and, like, it didn't even clear any of the ice off whatsoever. The only thing that I got out of that was the exposed metal rod that was there. All it did was it just scraped all the way up my windshield, and it made that spine exploding noise. It just goes, and I was just like, as soon as I noticed that it started doing that, I just went, oh, why did I do that? And it just like this giant gash all the way up my windshield, and I was just like, dude, why? Why did I do that? It's such a stupid idea. Oh my god. And again, we're stuck with this stupid thing here. Why can't we have a better race? I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna filter this out until I get the race that I want. Nope, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want that one. I don't want fucking Route 5. I just don't. I don't. I really hope that there's more than just 2 options for this. Like, give me Tahiti Road or something. That's one that would be interesting with this. The turns are still kind of hard, but you can at least drive. Red Rock. That's actually better. I can do that. I think I can do that one. There's a lot of turns in it, but they're easier to deal with a car like this. So that's fine. Thank God. I never want to be the guy that, like, I hate being the guy that, like, has to pick things a certain way just to have things my way, but I mean, you guys remember what it was like the first time we did just the regular challenge for this damn thing. We'd had to do it like 6 times. So I'm trying to save time here for every party involved so that we can just have a good time here. And this is the one race that I think that if we, you know, if I selected things correctly, that we should be able to win it. So, you know, if I have to be a picky bastard over the whole thing, then I'm going to do that. Because I don't want to have to spend 3 more episodes trying to do the same race over and over again. No, don't. God damn it. I can just not get things down. Of course, that was my own fault. I will own up to that whole thing. I should not have just tried to, you know, be the asshole and cut through the grass thinking that that wasn't going to cause a problem of some magnitude. Okay, here we go. Gonna cut them off. Yeah, look at that. That is how it is done, my friends. Dude, I hate seeing those BP signs. Those little BP gas signs. Because it always reminds me of when I was younger, back in a time when gas didn't cost fucking $4 a gallon. Because there used to be a BP station, like, right next to my house. Like, not like next door. Like, God, that would have been awesome if I had a BP station right next door to my house. But that was like back when, you know, gas was like $1 something a gallon. Like, it was barely anything. And that was like back in the days when things were awesome. And that's just, every time I see those, it just reminds me of that. Okay, here we go. No spinning out, no bullshit. Just gotta get through the thing in one piece. And then I'll probably end up having to take a shower and go get something to eat, because I haven't eaten since like 2 o'clock yesterday. Okay, here we go. Here's the pork fat. Oh, don't you dare go in that dirt out there. I don't care how slow you gotta go through it. You just gotta do it. For all the parties involved. So yeah, I ended up going out and I bought some new Rain X ones. And the other part that sucked was, for whatever reason, they were actually cheap. Like, I didn't expect Rain X ones to be cheap, because those are like the best ones, and they were actually less expensive than the fucking off-brand Trico ones that I bought like a year ago. So that was kind of weird. But the other main part of this is that I went and I bought them, and I went back home and I tried to put them on, and I don't know if I'm just stupid or not, but I had the worst time getting the last one that I had on, like taking that one off and putting the new one on. I couldn't like detach the stupid thing. And I know that like doing windshield wipers is supposed to be like the easiest fucking thing in the world. Like, it's almost just as easy as pumping your own gas. And I just couldn't do it. Like, I couldn't figure out like how to detach the stupid thing. And then I mean, it took me like a solid 15 minutes, and I finally did it, and I felt like I was doing it in my driveway, and I felt like everybody that was driving by was just like staring at me like, oh, look at this fucking guy, can't even detach his own, oh, but he can't even jack off on his own. But I finally did it, and then I had the other problem of trying to put the other one on, because like the attachment for the Rain X ones was totally different from the one that I was using beforehand. And so it was just pissing me off. It's like, well, why can't they just make them all the same? Why do they have to do different things with these? Okay, so we can sell this thing now. Yippity-doo-dah. So there we go. Now, back to the whole thing. I finally got them on. It took me like a combined 25 minutes and I was pissed off. But so we need to get a Subaru SVX. That was the problem we were having last time. I did a little bit of research, and nowhere did it say that we had to do like a special race to get this thing. Like, it didn't have to be obtained through a license test. It also didn't have to be obtained through like a special race. So it should be here somewhere. I don't know where, but it's got to be here. Like, there's no reason why it's not here. I can't understand it. It's really kind of pissing me off because it's not here. And we have to do it. Like, it's definitely a race that needs to be done. So I'm kind of getting at wit's end here. I'm getting kind of afraid that we're not going to be able to complete the whole fucking thing because we can't find the stupid-ass car. It's nowhere to be found. So, again, I'm going to probably have to take a little bit of a pass on this one for that. I already did that little guy. So what we're going to do next time, because we're out of time anyways, I'm going to have to go somewhere. I don't know. I'll have to go look around some more, because obviously what they just told me is a lie to an extent. And I'm going to have to figure that out. So when we come back on the next episode of Let's Play Gran Turismo 2, we are going to have solved that whole Subaru SVX / Alcyon challenge, and we're going to undertake that whole deal. And then we're going to have to figure out exactly what is covering the rest of the percentage that we're missing in here, because we have pretty much all the races done. The only thing I can think of is, I know that we unlocked something. Wasn't there like some like race generator thing? Yeah, the event generator. So we're gonna have to do this. This is another thing that we haven't done yet, and we will get there. So that's gonna be 4 more things that we can do. So that'll actually will probably cover the rest of this. So really, the main thing that we have to do is that Subaru challenge. So when we come back, we're gonna knock that out. Until then, my friends, this is your host AMF1534 saying thank you guys for watching, and don't ever run your windshield wipers when you don't have wipers attached, because that's what happens. So, just things for you to learn. Take it easy. Bye.